We're trying it again. We're gonna see. I restarted my whole computer. I looked into the issue. I didn't find like any conclusive information, but restarting my computer, I've been running around for the last 10-15 minutes in game. I've been switching in and out of apps, in and out of windows, yada yada yada, and no crash in gameplay stream yet. So looks like we're back in business. Truly looks like we're back in business. If I do end up crashing it again, I think I am gonna go ahead and have to call it quits for a little bit for tonight's stream, and maybe we'll do some Pokemon quiz stuff just to kill the time, just to hang out and still have something up. But yeah, this seems to be working. So welcome back. Welcome everyone to my attempt at doing a hardcore Cheflocke of Pokemon Black for Black and White cookies. A Cheflocke, we're making a recipe. All of our Pokemon have to be named after ingredients in that recipe, and if they faint, they don't end up in the recipe. And if the ingredient is too important, then they're considered a foundational ingredient, and if they faint, the whole attempt is over. We have 11 possible ingredients, which means we're only able to capture 11 Pokemon in this entire Nuzlocke. And of those 11 ingredients, all but 3 of them are foundational ingredients. So the death of any of those 8 would constitute a new attempt. We are on attempt 4. We just beat Berg for our 3rd gym badge. And yeah, it's proving to be a really challenging run. We haven't gotten past N in Nimbasa City yet. We have not yet got to the 4th gym leader. That was our furthest attempt. So we are still finding out a lot about how this run works. This is my 4th Cheflocke ever. We've done lasagna for Fire Red, Pozole for Emerald Sea Glass. I've been working on that video recently. It's turning out really fun. I'm enjoying it a lot so far. Oh, we got numbers in the chat. 521. Izun Pheasant. Yep. 704 is... pretty sure. Gumi. Alright, let's check my work. Pokemon 521. Unpheasant. Pokemon 704. Gumi. Thank you for playing. Boom. Welcome to the stream. Alright. So, yeah. This is my 4th Cheflocke that I've ever done. Appreciate you, Octopus. Welcome back. Hey, Octopus with one friend, at least. We're back trying to Cheflocke the Black and White cookies. This is the most foundational ingredients I've ever had and the least amount of ingredients I've ever had total. So we're learning how to play that kind of run right now. And my first couple of attempts in this, my first 2 attempts, I was trying to do as few encounters as possible to get through the early game so that I could save encounters for the rest of the game, because I can only catch 6 more Pokemon in this game. These are 5 of them. 3 of them I think could come to an Elite Four, feasibly. Vanilla here, Flower, Grand Sugar, an Excadrill, an Emboar, a Stoutland. There are worse Pokemon by a lot. Watchog here and Corn Syrup are Pansage, hopefully Simisage soon. Those are 2 that are not coming to an Elite Four, almost certainly, and really don't even have a lot of use cases into most gyms after the first couple of things. Lemon here is one of our only ingredients that's not foundational. It's the only, and as well as vanilla. These are 2 of our only non-foundational ingredients. So these 2 Pokemon can faint without ending our attempt. These other 3, if they faint, it's over. I have 1 more Pokemon I can catch that is sackable. And then the other 5 Pokemon we have available will all be foundational like that as well. So I'm learning how to play the Cheflocke with fewer ingredients, and it's been interesting. And you know, if I was a more cautious person, I probably would have tried to do a recipe like this on an easier game, or at least a game I'm more familiar with than Pokemon Black, because while I love Unova, I have not played nearly as much of black and white as I have of, you know, emerald or fire red, or even like, you know, maybe even like Scarlet Violet or Black 2 even. I think I keep thinking of things for Black 2. And finding myself surprised here in Black 1. But all that to say, I'm really enjoying this challenge, but I do think it's quite the challenge. I think we've got an uphill battle, and I think this very well might end up being a high attempt challenge when all's said and done. So we're just kind of learning as we go. We've got 2 back-to-back rival fights here, and then a pretty immediate follow-up with N. Ooh. I don't know why I didn't piece together that yawn happened on the Switch, but I think we can afford to stay in, actually. Yeah, burn up that super potion. We burn up his turn of sleep, and then hopefully we can get him to burn up his or it's her. We're still battling Bianca. I think she has 2 super potions. Yeah, so we burn up that second one, and now we should be good to go. And we should be outspeeding for this kill. Perfect. I definitely think that Charon with his Duat now is a more threatening rival fight than this one. Okay, so we've got the leech seed on us. This is perfect. So now we can switch flower in. And we should outspeed. I mean, we're way over leveled. Oh, we don't outspeed. We're jolly too. I'm pretty sure we're plus speed nature. Servine's just quick, I guess. But there we go. Panpour, we can definitely, with this level of discrepancy, we can definitely tank a water gun. I'd say why not? And he doesn't even go for it. Yeah, that's what I thought. I pulled this out of Ascended Heroes. Charon, our boy. I usually don't hang on to my trainer cards. I don't really have... Right now, the only binders I have, I'm using for my, like, complete Pokedex binders. I've got 3 binders with a slot in them for all 1,025 Pokemon. But I like the black and white trainers. So I hung on to my Charon. I think he's a cool character. Rival turn gym leader. It's a cool game. Some of my favorite Pokemon, Furret is my all-time favorite Pokemon. Not just a pun to me. Furret is my all-time favorite. The first Pokemon I ever trained to level 100. I have a hard time picking like other like top tiers. I have actually been wanting to maybe do a tier list for my own benefit to know, to like suss out which ones I truly like the most, because I really like most Pokemon at least a little. My favorite evolution is Espeon. Close second, Vaporeon. And then basically third is like a tie of every evolution. My first starter ever was Totodile. I love Totodile. But I prefer 2D renders of Totodile to 3D renders of Totodile. I think modern Totodile kind of... Something's lost in translation there. I can't all the way put my finger on it, but his smile just doesn't hit the same as it did in 2D. Oh. Okay, if this intimidates us, I know we already have a ground type Pokemon, and that we have a limit of encounters, but this is by far one of the best dark type Pokemon in the game, especially with Intimidate. This is a really tempting pickup. It's a bit of a typing discrepancy between this and Excadrill. Oh, I like a lot of later gen Pokemon too. To answer your question, like I said, I like most Pokemon. I'm a huge fan of Sinistra from the recent generation. I think Sinistra is super cute, and I just love the concept. And I prefer Matcha to regular T, so I like it better than Poltegeist, certainly, which I still think is cool. I'm a big Gen 2 guy, so Heracross is really high up for me. I think Farigiraf is amazing. Like, Farigiraf, the Girafarig evolution is sick. Clodsire sick. Like original Gen 9 Pokemon that I've been warming up to, Arboliva, I've been really enjoying. Smoliv, too. I like that line quite a bit. I think it's slept on. I like all sorts of Pokemon. Raiku's my favorite legendary dog. I'm weird in that way. What are some of your favorite Pokemon? While I contemplate whether or not I pick up the Sandile, I think it's worth. I think we want a Dark type Pokemon. I think that's a big thing. We want a Dark type Pokemon sooner rather than later. We've got this Sigilyph that we've got to fight and Sigilyph, and our rival's going to be carrying around a Musharna sooner rather than later, and that thing's pretty tanky. And I just think that our fighting type starter could use some defensive pivot synergy. Now that I've run into this Sandile, I don't have access to Scrafty. That it was Scraggy or Sandile was what we were gonna pick up here if we were picking up either. Other Dark type Pokemon available in this entire game. I mean, not a lot are occurring to me aside from like Pawniard, who I don't think evolves in time for the Elite Four level cap. In fact, I'm almost certain that they don't. Well, it depends on how you count the level cap, I guess. If you go off of the champion fight, level cap is 54. If you go off the end fight, level cap's 52. So, I mean, I guess like I'll probably put my level cap at 52, at least for the initial Elite Four. So I guess it just barely would evolve, but I don't know where to catch Pawniard, but that's still like we've got another steel type already, so it's still its own kind of typing discrepancy. Dark Pokemon Gen 5 Zoro line, but I don't think that's super viable myself. Yeah. Mandibuzz, also another one that I don't think evolves in time for this Elite Four. No, 54. I mean, you'd have to use the max level cap, and definitely Hydreigon doesn't evolve in time. So, I want a Dark type Pokemon. I think this is our best option. I mean, where do you even catch Volibee? That's the one other thing that's tempting to me at all. Volibee, Pokemon Black. You catch it in that cave? Route 10, Route 11, Victory Road. Yeah, then we're waiting all the way to the Elite Four to get... And it's not a Dark type sweeper either. It would be a more, like, defensive Dark type. In which case, that's not really helpful for the Elite Four sweeping up that we want to do. Nice. Dragon types don't miss. I mean, really, they don't. Let's see here. I was thinking about, like, if I were a trainer, if I was ever going to be a gym trainer, I think I'd be a normal type gym trainer. Normal or Ghost are the two types that I think Ghost misses the least often as far as, like, just having a cool design and a cool concept. I think Ghost has a crazy hit rate. There are very few duds. And I think normal, there's a lot of boring stuff in normal, but when a normal type Pokemon hits, it just hits different. Like, dual type normals are so cool. I mentioned the Arboliva line earlier. Obviously, my favorite Pokemon ever is Furret. I think Snorlax is an all-timer. I think Hisuian Zoroark is an incredible line. Farigiraf I mentioned earlier. Like, a lot of stuff I just kind of mentioned outright. I love normal types. Very Larry-coded in that way. Let's see here. I think we gotta catch this. I think I've talked myself into it. We gotta catch this. stream seems to be healthy. It seems to be working fine still. If only, it'd be really funny to me if Torment worked on throwing Pokeballs. If they could torment you out of just throwing Pokeballs at them, spamming them. We get it. Alright, we got it. Now, we gotta name this thing. And part of me is wondering if I don't want to name it for one of our... Because Drillbur, our other ground type already, is a foundational ingredient that cannot be sacked. So I'm wondering if now that we have this typing discrepancy, if we do make this guy sackable. That's kind of a weird situation too, because I'd be making that call on a Pokemon that I don't know whether or not I'd want to be bringing to the Elite Four. I don't know. And I want at least one of my best Pokemon, one of my Elite Four Pokemon to be sackable. Now that could be Lillipup, Stoutland. But a little bit, I'm like, I have 2 sackable Pokemon now. Maybe I should save my 3rd one for later in the game in case I need these to get through. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go Brown Sugar. I think we're gonna go Brown Sugar, which is foundational. No, not Confectioner Sugar. That's right. I was like, I know there's another sugar. All right, Confectioner Sugar. The Sandile. Alright, hold on. How are we gonna do this? Confectioner's Sugar. Yeah, I mean, I know what it means. it's force, but Snorlax is hard to beat. I think that Snorlax G-Max is like one of the best Gigantamaxes. Down attack is really too bad, but up speed is good. And we got Intimidate. I mean, it's hard to complain about Intimidate. Let's go ahead and boost this guy up. Couple 2-tree. Lewis as in CS. Are we talking Narnia in here? Boogie Shuggy. Boogie Shuggy, that's great. Yeah, we love Boogie Shuggy. I wonder when Sandile... I feel like Sandile evolves kind of late. I think that's one of the reasons that Pokemon Black Gen 5 level caps are so evolution levels are so weird. It's because they base it on when you catch it, like, in the game. Okay, level 29. I think that's past our gym leader's level cap. Yeah, it is. So it's not evolving in time for Elisa, but that's fine. I think it'll still be helpful to have. All right. Well, let's throw on the repel now that we got that taken care of, and we can do the water. We got another fight right here. I can't remember what he leads. Let's look real quick. He's leading Pidove, which we don't have like a one-for-one perfect answer into, but really anyone should be able to handle it. Vanilla's a great lead. Let's go. I think this is an easy... Okay, with Sandstorm Chip, we'll be good to go. I think this Pidove... I think his Pidove is probably rocking Super Luck. I think those crits can might stack up when we fight him later. Okay, we got Focus Energy here. I think a Seed Bomb... Yeah, I was going to say, I think a Seed Bomb does real good. And we're outspeeding, which is great. So even with the defense drop, I don't think he's going to heal. Yeah, we take it. I love Pidove. I have a Pidove illustration rare from the Black Bolt. set that I had to have it. Very rarely do I like go out of my way to get an illustration rare. Like if I'm at shows and I'm finding good deals, but I bought this off eBay. I had to have it. The Pit of illustration rare from Black Bolt is just so cute. Let's do... Yeah, Grand Sugar should be able to come in on this. I think he might yawn. Yeah, he did. So that actually sets us up fine to bring in Confectioner Sugar here. Bite. And we can hit the Sand Tomb. Sand Tomb chip, Sandstorm chip. He's just going to yawn some more. Pathetic. He's got light part in the back, so I don't want to stay in on this. I think Flower is perfect, and we're spreading this experiencer out. I honestly might even just go grab my cards. I'll go grab the binders. Walking away from the win. These are my Pokédex binders. Pokédex binders. Sand Tomb chip, Sandstorm chip. He's just gonna yawn some more. Pathetic. He's got
This is
light
gens
part in the
1
back,
through
so I don't wanna
3,
stay in
most
on
of 3.
this. I think Flower is perfect, and we're spreading this experience.
And this is
around.
gens 3 through
I honestly might even just go grab my cards.
most of 6.
I'll go grab the binders.
Yeah, all but Volcanion. But this Pit of card. I'm a sucker for birds in general, and in real life, and in game. But I mean, it's just, and I love pigeons in particular.
These are my Pokédex binders.
They make me think of. I associate them with like my family and
Pokédex
growing up where
binders.
I did. But it's just, I mean, it's just got so much personality.
Pathetic.
Staring up at
gens
gens 1 through 3.
Love
Love
that.
that. And while we got the binder open, I mean, we're playing black and white. I've got a lot of our Gen 5 guys represented here.
I'll go grab the binders.
And
Yeah,
I'll show you
all
some
but Volcanion.
favorites beyond that Pit of.
But
I got this Boldor here as a
I'm
gift
a sucker for birds in
from
general,
Beard
and
Dad.
in real life and in game.
I met Beard Dad at a
But,
card convention, the same one I
I
met
mean,
Coop
it's
at.
just-
If you
and I
follow
love
me off
pigeons
Coop,
in
it was that
particular.
same
They-
show. He was like standing 10 feet
they
away,
make
and
me
I met
think
him right
of-
after Coop. And yeah, he
I
gifted me
associate them with
this.
like my family and growing
I
up
paid
where
Coop full
did.
price for the skunk
But
tank.
it's just, I mean, it's just got
But
so
I
much
think he just had
personality.
some medical stuff recently. I think he.
Staring
I'm
up
happy
at
to
gens.
support. I would have happily paid.
And
Beard
while
Dad
we got
too.
the-
I'll make that clear.
The binder open. I mean,
I
we're
just
playing
thought- I
black
just
and
thought it
white.
was funny.
I've got a lot of our
People accuse me
Gen
of doing it
5
for free
guys
cards, and
represented here.
I got some free cards, but I
And,
paid
yeah, I'll show
for
you
plenty
some
of stuff too.
favorites beyond that Pit
Here's
of-
another
I got this
all-timer
Boldor here
from
as
the
a
Black
gift
Bolt White
for
Flare
birds
sets.
in general.
This
Beard
vanilla is
Dad.
just
And
hard to
in game.
beat. People
I met
shit
Beard Dad at a
on
card
the
convention,
vanilla
same one I
slime
met,
at
Coop
Coop
at.
at.
And
But
follow
they're
me on
cute.
Coop.
They've got a
It was
lot
that
of
same show. It was like
personality.
standing 10 feet away, and
This
I met him right
Deerling
after
is an
Coop.
all-timer.
And yeah, he
This
gifted me this.
is from Temporal
I paid
Forces.
Coop full price.
Which I opened
Just, I mean, it's
a
just
lot.
got so
I
much
think
personality.
maybe more than any other pack. Because it was all that my local card shop that had stock for like a whole year almost. I could go in for like, this is during like Prismatic Evolution era, and nothing was staying on shelves. But whenever I went to my local game shop, nobody was buying Temporal Forces all-timer. I want that Raging Bolt really bad. I didn't. But I did get this Jellicent. Jellicent is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. That's one I can say. They've got a lot of particularly male Jellicent because I'm a sucker for a big mustache. This is from Temporal Forces. That's another one that I actually bought off
a
eBay.
lot.
Very rarely.
Maybe more than any other pack.
Gen 5. It's honestly helpful looking at this right now.
I would
And remembering like
a whole year almost. I could go in
A
for like
Scavalier. I'm a big fan of a
this is
Scavalier.
during like Prismatic Evolution era,
And of course we've got
Ben's
Reshiram
I went to my
itself.
local game shop.
Here's,
Nobody was
boom,
buying
boom, boom. One of the only illustration rares I've ever
that
pulled
Raging
from
Bolt.
Journey Together, which also opened a lot of Jellicent. Jellicent is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. Well, that was a fun round of show and tell.
Particularly,
Wait. Because I'm a sucker for.
I didn't notice. This is bad.
That's another one that I actually bought off
a
eBay.
lot. Okay, this is not ideal. More prefer it. I would prefer it if I knew what you were saying. We're having fun. Arm thrust. Come on. Okay. He was hit in pursuit. I think we want to get away from that. I think, honestly, I might bring in, I'm going to bring in Lemon. Okay, cool. Audio is fixed. Ow, damn. Audio's working again. I think I know what was happening. Let's check in. Is the audio okay now? Yeah. Damn it, guys. I'm sorry. I've been having crazy technical difficulties today. It's driving me nuts. Cut is already not fully accurate. Of course that missed. Let's try it again. Torment. Is that going to prevent cut? No, okay. I mean, this... At this point, this Sandstorm chip is stacking up. I think we can just play him out of turns of Sandstorm chip if I can't hit him. Let's bring in Confection of Sugar. We'll get in... Okay, he gets the pursuit. I figured it wouldn't kill. Okay, thank you for checking in on the audio. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just gotta stop messing with the stream. I just have to stop touching stuff when things are working. All right, sick. Well, we played him out. I'm scared of this end battle. I'm not as scared as I probably I don't know. I think I'm more scared than I should be, just because I lost the last run. But I was only using 3 Pokemon up to that point, and I very much so think that I lost because he had more Pokemon than me, and I didn't have good answers to what he had. But this time I've got, you know, Dark types, and I've just got a full team of 6. So even if this, we'll find out later in the game if I have worse circumstances in the late game because oh great, didn't heal, because I overplayed my catching hand in the early game. Right now we're certainly suffering from like a lack of type variety. We don't have a water Pokemon. We don't have flying type. We don't have our own psychic type, which we're probably going to want for Elite Four. Oh, I still did not heal. Wow. Look at me go. That should do that. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Oh, great. Let's heal before I keep talking about it. I think we're through all the mandatory trainers. I think Nimbos is right ahead, but I've got unlimited money. Why not use the potions? All right, we got Ultra Balls. We're live. We're live with Ultra Balls. All right, here we go. Daycare man's like, 10-year-old, save me. And I will, but it's still presumptuous. Glad we healed, though. Nice. Love a defense drop. Crunch is doing nothing. Takedown. One shot. Oh, is Aftermath a skill in this game? I need to look that up right now. I can't be like... If they're going to start having Trubbish and stuff. Trubbish. Aftermath hidden ability. Okay, let's double check for Garbodor. Aftermath hidden ability. We're fine. We'll be fine. I think think I might need a third monitor. Alright, free bicycle. Nothing wrong with that. Bianca. There's a lot of rival fights in this game. This, we don't need to do that at all. Let's just go straight to the Poke Center. That's not anything we need to worry about. I think, yeah, we just have to go straight to the Ferris wheel, basically. Oh God, wait a second. Well, I mean, I have the team I'm gonna have, but I didn't look at my lead. Okay, he leads Sandile, Moxie, Sandile. We should be good to go. It's time for the most intimate romantic moment in all of Pokemon. Look at us. He's the king of Team Plasma. I like that they call him a king. He has a castle. There's just kind of like weird, nonsensical monarchy stuff happening. I don't know. I do follow your logic. I keep missing what he's actually asking about. Like I keep getting into this fight and he's like, do you follow my logic? And I'm like, oh yeah, whatever you say. All right. Good old fashioned rock smash. Oh, with the one shot crit vanilla. Let's go. Scraggy, we should switch on. Let's see here, but do we go right into Flower? Is there anything else that Flower is more important for in this fight? No. This is like what Flower should be doing in this fight. So we switch Flower in. Take a brick break. Arm thrust should go crazy. Oh, with the 4 hits. I'm going to slow down. Alright, Sigilyph. Sigilyph is definitely a little scary. But I think let's see here. He's gonna hit Air Cutter almost certainly. So I think honestly, what does everyone's special defense look like? Not great. 36, 31, 40, 27, 24. So 36 is not too bad. We're gonna give Lemon a shot. I think whatever chip we can get done with Lemon, and I'm not really worried about a Tailwind. I'm not psyched at the aspect of maybe getting flinched. Obviously, that would be obnoxious, but I think we can play out turns of Tailwind. Let's land this Confuse Ray, rather. Ooh, that hit a little harder than I'd like. We got this Confuse Ray. I think it's worth going for the Super Fang. Yes! Oh, let's go. These confusions have not been paying off in this playthrough, if I'm remembering right. Okay, this is looking good. I think we detect this turn. Try to play out some Tailwind. The Sigilyph is really threatening. There aren't a lot of great answers to it before. Oh, 2 in a row. Let's go. Tailwind petered out. That's exactly what I wanted to see. All right, let's see if we can't land a cut. That should do it. Yes, Lemon. Look at you go. All right. Daru Maka, I think. Who do we have in the very back? I just looked. This is the back. This is the last Pokemon. Oh, okay, perfect. We're doing great. Let's hit and Intimidate. That's an easy first move. Confection of sugar. Not expecting this to... Ooh, rough. That's after an Intimidate. I think Flower is probably the best answer, actually. I mean, we should tank this fine. Yeah, okay. And then let's just double check he doesn't have like Rock Tomb or something crazy. Facade Uproar Headbutt. Yeah, I think we are okay to sit in here and hit these arm thrusts. This shouldn't do too much. Okay. Did more than I would have liked. Definitely. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I want to check our moves. This is 100% accurate. Arm thrust is not. I bet Grand Sugar could come in. Ooh, man, this is kind of weird. I feel like Tackle should almost certainly kill. We've got a good attack stat. I'm gonna calc it. Sorry, everybody. Pig Knight. Darumaka, yeah. Yeah. That is not a guarantee. That is not a guarantee. Oh, don't miss. That was a little scary, but we are through. Rad. Rad, rad, rad. I'm coming around on Watchog. Okay, God. You'll make all trainers free their Pokemon. God damn, man. Alright. Heard. That's the gym. So let's go heal up and start fighting trainers. That guy is intense. That N. He's up to something strange. The green hair, I mean, people talk about industry plants in Pokemon. They talk about Lucario, and they talk about Greninja, and all these Pokemon that they're like, oh, clearly they wanted these Pokemon to be popular. If there's ever a character in the entire history of Pokemon that is a plant, N is the biggest industry plant of the entire franchise. They've never pushed someone quite as hard, I don't feel like. I think the closest second, like outside of the TV show, obviously there's like Ash, Brock, and Misty, like the main three or whatever, but that's a little different. They're literally the main characters. It's like the closest thing I can think of after that is maybe like Leon, Sword and Shield. They definitely wanted you to think Leon was cool. Good work, Vanilla. These Emolgas are like kind of tanky. It's a little spooky. We don't have anything super effective, but we can... Oh, man. We don't know a single move. Our ground types don't know... Okay, this one might work a little better. Let's... Lemon, can you bail us out of this? I feel like you probably can. double team. Don't double team. That's annoying. Whoa! Don't crit us! Don't crit and paralyze us! Rude! Wow, way to land that cut, Lemon. I'm impressed. Let's be so real. Alright. Confection or sugar, please help us out here. I'm looking for you. No! This thing knows pursuit? Wait a second. Is that what happened or not? Hold on a second. What happened? I gotta know what happened there. Hold on, I'm watching the playback. What just happened for real? Don't do it. No. Okay, crit, paralyze, used cut, Pokémon. Yeah, it knows pursuit. That is so messed up. R.I.P. Lemon. Well, that was one of our sackable ingredients. That was one of our only non-foundational ingredients. I don't like having lost it at all, let alone to something that I wasn't in control of. That really sucks. I just did not think that this thing would know pursuit. That's really static. We're fucked. This gym has us on the ropes already. I mean, like, this is one trainer, and I know that Elisa herself has like 3 Emolgas. Oh my god, dude. She's already gonna start hitting pursuit. Oh my god, this is the cheesiest toast. There is no room for you on the desk. Oh my god. You can't crawl on the laptop. Toast tax. Toast tax. You gotta show the toast. Toast. There's no room up here. You have to get down, girl. Oh my god. Please land a bite. Please. We've got you in a messed up situation, Confection and Sugar, and that is not your fault. But yes, I know you can rise to the occasion. Yes. Okay. Whew. Okay, 27 is our level cap. God, that sucks. I cannot believe we lost Lemon. There's one thing that I've always been bothered by, the fact that they couldn't fit that part of the city to the rest of the city, and that you have to like transition between where the gym is and the Poké Center. All right, it's time to build Stovocore. Stovocore. This is where we put all of our honored dead. The first casualty of the run. R.I.P. And I was just like, I'm coming around on Watchog, and then he died. He fucking died. Do we have like Rock Tomb or something to make this a little easier? No. None of this is gonna help. I am gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rare candy everybody up to at least 25. Swagger's a no-go for sure. God. Torment, I'm gonna say no to as well. When do we get Leaf Stone Pokemon Black? Because if we could evolve here, that could be helpful. Castelia City. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. I could have gotten it at the last... The docks on the far right. Speak to the scientist. Oh, okay. So we can go back for that. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Well, let's fight a little more. Damn you. Damn you and your annoying fucking Emolga bullshit. That really, like, it's just kind of heartbreaking. We gotta fight, like, all these people. Like, that's one thing about these gyms that's kind of a pain in the ass, is that a lot of this stuff is really unavoidable. Alright. Thunderwave, of course. I don't know that we even have any cherry berries. Good work, Vanilla. Nice. Just one Pokemon is fine by me. Let's see here. Cherry berries? No, none. Might have to go talk to somebody. Might have to look into where we can get some. Oh, right. Trainers riding the rails. Little again. Honestly, let's... Oh, so you're gonna Pursuit? They all know Pursuit. God, this is not gonna be easy. This is not gonna be easy at all. This isn't like Lieutenant Surge where you can just spam dig and hope you get past the double teams. You have to get past double teams and have another way to hit flying type Pokemon, while still trying to avoid electric moves and paralyses. Like, this gym is no joke. This game is an uptick in challenge for the Vanilla series. You can see why I said this is that I feel pretty confident this is going to be a high attempt challenge when all is said and done. But I want some cookies. You're probably going to be faster than me. I'm going to go ahead and go for a crunch to start things off. Okay, we tanked that pretty good. I think that we can definitely handle a Pursuit. Yeah, from that range. And then we can switch in, get that attack drop, go for some bites. The double team spam is... Ooh, look at you go. You just gotta hit through one more of those. Let's go. Like, Rock Tomb would be sick because it's not a contact move either, so we wouldn't be risking statics. This is a tricky situation. Okay, well, there she is. I'm gonna do just a little item looking. So Pokemon Black, Rock Tomb, TM. Inside the Desert Resort. How to get there. Travel to the boss head south. Enter the Desert Resort. Navigate past the ruins and go as far left south as possible. So we can get it, it looks like. 80% accuracy. Fuck off, dude. That sucks. But a little bit, it feels like everyone, feels like we should get it. Okay, and I need to get the leaf stone for Pansage anyway, so we're gonna try this. It's accessible. These are both accessible. So let's heal up. Nimbasa City. I said let's heal up. Take the damn Pokemon and heal. Alright. Do you have TMs perhaps? Okay. There's some heat here. I can afford all this, so I'll get all the stuff that I know I'll actually use. Route 4, we fought that guy. I don't think we fought this person. Alright. Get a quick intimidate in, and we're getting. Bide is fine. Yeah, we're fine. We are getting into a bad experience range. Flowers is underleveled. That's good. Okay. Let's get these repels on as well. Okay, Desert Resort is up this way, right? Desert Resort. Okay, they made it sound like it's like as far left as left goes. Is this a mandatory double battle for real? You're really gonna do this to me right now? Oh, okay, great. Sick. Desert Resort has its own encounter pool. I'm gonna try to stick with the... I'm gonna try to delay everything. Are you rocked? No, you're a Firestone. Put another super repel on. I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, like I said, try to delay as many routes as possible, because I just want kind of freedom to look for what we need as we need it, instead of just kind of reacting to every Pokemon that pops up on my screen at like willy-nilly. So I'm gonna repel through most stuff as much as I can. Does this thing have Pursuit? Because that would really mess us up if we didn't just one-shot with a Flame Charge. If Flower wasn't absolutely goated, that would really mess us up. But looks like we're fine. Okay. Were you Rock Tomb? Okay. Alright. Well, that's something. That's definitely something. Don't look down here. Stop looking down here. Yay. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, well, I walked right into that. I thought there was going to be an item down here. Oh, no, and it's a Psychic. This is bad for us. Ooh. It's a fully under-evolved Psychic. I think we're okay. Yeah, okay. I love the design of the Solosis line, but they are not formidable opponents. They're not good Pokemon. Woobat's better, for sure. There's a little more to it. Bite. Love a flinch. Flinch, Sandstorm Chip. Look at us go. I'm not walking away from any of these fights not fully healed, because as you can see, my overworld movement is not the most impressive thing in the world. Okay, we got Rock Tomb. Let's keep these super repels up. Whew. I fought that guy already, I think. That guy I avoided, and we did it again. Oh, we need to get our leaf stones, so we still need to go. They said the dock the furthest to the right. I'm a little worried about level up move set, like if we're gonna miss out on some great move. Yeah, Pant Sage, leaf stone, thank you. So let's just double check, make sure we're not like Pant Sage DB. Let's go Gen 5. Level up. It doesn't learn anything at 27. Alerts Fling. 28 Acrobatics at 31 is interesting. I don't know that it's particularly useful to us. It's not like... I mean, I'm not taking this thing to the Elite Four, and there's nothing else that it's super effective against except for fighting. And other grass-type Pokemon. Grass Knot, we get a TM for... Yeah, we don't need any of that. Yeah, we don't need any of that at all. We can definitely just evolve it. Seed Bomb's the big thing you want to make sure you get before you evolve it. Cool. Well, let's go ahead and do that now. Better safe than sorry. Type beat. Corn syrup. Let's go. It's evolution o'clock. Yakuza. I don't know why, but that's always the vibe that Simi Sage has given me, is Yakuza boss. That haircut is just, you know, it's given bad guy in a 90s anime. Okay, that's fine. I got 1 or 2 more fights in me. Keen. Four hits. 4 hits. We already got our Route 4 encounter, so this isn't something we got to think about. I do kind of wish I had my repel on. Is this going to intimidate? Nope. Is Intimidate... I think Intimidate might be a hidden ability for Scraggy Scrafty. I might be full of shit. I know Moxie, Shedskin, and Intimidate are the 3. Heal up. It's not my birthday. I don't know why they keep saying that. It's pretty far from my birthday. But, hey, I'll take it. Good vibes. The one last thing I can think to look into, cherry berries, Pokemon Black, because if we could have some cherry berries, that would be Route 6, Castelia City. Received from the Harlequin at Studio Castelia if you choose the first option after showing them the requested type of Pokemon. Held by Cottonee. Yeah, none of that sounds particularly accessible as of right now. But let's see. Can I go where Route 6 would be nearby, I would imagine. Route 16 over here. What are the encounters on Route 16? Where you at, Route 16? All the way down to the bottom. Yeah, no, nothing that really moves the needle. Aldino, Chinchino, Emolga. Our own Emolga, but I would never use it again. I would pretty much never use it again. Skyla. I got 5 encounters left total for the entire rest of the game. Emolga, DB. What kind of abilities are we rocking in Gen 5? Same abilities. Static or motor drive. Okay, motor drive hidden static. It's always just static. So that's... I was thinking like maybe if we had a chance at a volt absorb Emolga, I could see going for it a little more, but no. We delay 16. Delay or just skip it altogether. But let's look at Route 6. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you gonna make me do like Bianca? I don't wanna go in, Bianca. This is the humiliation ritual of Pokemon Black that I always forget about. Ugh. Flower, we came into this game together. Okay, let's dress up Flower. Flower, you got a cute little bow tie and some cool glasses. Hold this umbrella. Wear a belt. Is that a belt, right? And a hat. And a, you know what? A cane in the other. No, you already kind of. That's already kind of a cane. How about a microphone? Okay. Okay. Oh, look at them. We did a fantastic job. It was utterly charming. Alright, yeah, I'm also going to leave. Whoa. Oh yeah, Bianca's dad is a dumb asshole. He's like, you're done. He's trying to Wally her. Wally from Gen 3. He's like, you're not good enough. You can't do this. Bianca's like, bro, I can do this. Ooh. Elisa is a gym leader and a model. Yeah, you gotta learn. You gotta learn from differences. The model said that your daughter should be out and about still. Okay, I guess. I did, like, come all the way here, but... Bye. Bye. Alright. Okay, cool. That could be worse. It's not like... I think it's Pokemon Black, too, that has, like... Superstar Studios or whatever, and it's like... Yeah, I'll take some.
It's a little strong, sorry.
Thank you. Alright. Okay, this is Route 5. So yeah, it doesn't look like Route 6 is happening. And I don't have the experience management. And Route 5 encounters are the exact same as Route 16 encounters, it looks like, more or less. That's bizarre. But yeah, it's this is the team we got, and we don't got Cherry Berries to support them. That is really too bad. Well, let's take a look. I know she's got 2 Emolgas. They both got Pursuit. Substrika doesn't have Pursuit. That's good to know. Flame Charge, Spark, Volt Switch. And aside from Volt Switch, is a totally physical attacker. So we can do Intimidate, Pivot stuff there. For the most part, aside from Volt Switch, they all have Volt Switch, but Volt Switch is the only special move on any of these Pokemon. So, theoretically, some good old-fashioned Intimidate pivoting should be really helpful. No, come back. But Intimidate pivoting is risky on the Emolgas with Pursuit. Pursuit is switching punishment. pretty hard switching punishment. What are you holding right now? A Pecha Berry? Yeah, that's not gonna... There's no reason for that. Damn, no cherry berries is crazy. Miracle Seed. It sucks, dude. They all... I was thinking Semi-Sage might be helpful in this fight, but they all have coverage. Aerial Ace, and Flame Charge. Big Groot, Smoke Ball. Damn, we have like... God, we have like no decent held items. And yeah, the best berry we have is orange berries, which that's the best we can do right now. I think we just put them on these 4 guys, and then we level up. We might even I might even want to do some level edging. Although I don't know that it really solves anything for us. I don't think anybody's learning thing at level 28 that's like super useful. Slash, huh? That would give us a way to hit Emolgas. I will take Slash over Mudslap. I will do that. Okay. So here's my thinking. Oh, I want to teach Rock Tomb to some people. Return. We're gonna do return over takedown. I don't know that it's gonna be as strong as takedown yet. It will be stronger than takedown eventually if it isn't already, and it doesn't miss. So that's huge. I don't know that anybody can learn reflector screen. Yeah, I don't think anybody on our team can learn screens. Rock Tomb though. Everybody can learn Rock Tomb. I think that... Do I want Rock Tomb over Slash? Yeah, I think I do. Because, it's not accurate, but I've got Hone Claws here. So that could actually work out great. Because Aerial Ace certainly will hurt. But if I can put somebody that baits Volt Switch in front, which I think just about anybody will bait Volt Switch. Anybody that Air Slash isn't super effective into. I think Herdier might bait Volt Switch. We get the Intimidate, we switch in Grand Sugar here, we hit a Hone Claw, and they're at -1, so we should be able to tank the Aerial Ace a little better, and then Rock Tomb should hit. Accuracy +1. How much out of 100? So an 80% base accuracy move becomes 100%. It looks like. So if we can get off 1 Hone Claw, these Rock Tombs should hit. Oof. I think we'll have to tank 2 hits to do that, but that's why the Intimidating seems smart. I think it's about as good as of an idea as I have. And then Zebstrika, I think a combination of Intimidate, Pivoting, Vanilla, and Confectioner's Sugar should help us get it intimidated a little bit, and then maybe we can Sand Tomb it. There's no clear answer. We're gonna have to get lucky here. There's no like one perfect way around this, so I think it is truly time to go in. Alright, let's try it. I'm gonna not speed up. We'll do it at regular speed. Man. Vanilla is the only Pokemon on the team that we can lose without losing the whole attempt. We're not here to hit and move. We are here to hit and intimidate and switch in Grand Sugar. No pursuit. Volt switch. Volt switch, volt switch. Come on. I know you want a volt switch. Yes! Okay, let's go. Set up a Hone Claw. Okay, nice. Okay, that's great. That is excellent. Now, we'll get hit again, but Rock Tomb won't miss. Okay, we dodge a crit. Now it's slower. So I can't say for sure, but we might outspeed. In either event, I'm not switching out right now. Ooh! Burning Hyper Potions is great. That's excellent. Because now, especially if we don't knock out again, if we can like low roll or whatever. Yes, okay, perfect. If she has another heal, she'll use it. And then it'll be at -3 speed. We will absolutely... Perfect. Okay, we will absolutely outspeed. Now that she's out of heals, Emolga will be off the board. The next Emolga will have full health, full stats or whatever. So that's certainly a little nerve-wracking. Oh my god, did I not level cap? No, I did. Yeah, I didn't ed. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Okay, I'm gonna pull up a calculator. $27 Drillbur, 25 Emolga, Aerial Ace, 40 out of 72. Okay. Crit always kills. Non-crit should never kill. That's with like perfect IVs though. Oh wow, our defense IV is really good. I think I gotta stay in. I think I just gotta risk the crit. Pursuit should never. Oh my god. Okay. It crits. -1 speed now. -1 speed. Might. I don't know that we have the best speed. Ooh, but even if we don't... Oh, our speed is not good. Whoa. Why is your speed so bad? Do you have a minus speed nature? Do you have a minimum IV minus speed nature? What the fuck is going on? Oh, no, man. I don't think we outspeed this. Oh no. Oh no. That has to be the only way that we have that speed, is that we more or less have a nearly 0 IV and a Midas speed nature. That is crazy bad luck. If it hits pursuit, it almost certainly kills. I think we just have to hope they hit pursuit again. That's probably gonna kill. Fuck. You know, that's a foundational ingredient, so that is a wipe. That's attempt 4. We got good information. We know more about how these Emolgas play, so hopefully we can keep future Watchdogs safe. All of these encounters should be replicatable. We get 2 shots, maybe even 3 shots at Sandile. Yeah, I think, you know, this is definitely, we just rock with this team again. And go for all the same encounters. I think the early game is a monster. I think that's what I'm taking away from this for sure, is like, you're not just going to breeze through the early game with whatever encounters you want. So, damn. Damn. Okay. I think I at least have the first gym or 2 in me. I like to at least do a 2-hour stream, so you've got me for at least another 45 minutes. I like to assess my wipes afterwards. Had we switched, you know the AI as well as I do. But okay, now my controls are not working. Give me a second. Okay. Gotta close open emu. God damn it. That's annoying. Let's... That is really obnoxious, guys. Sorry, fly. Alright. God dang, dude. That is annoying. Oh, whoa. Oh, that's cool. Now that I'm doing app capture instead of window capture, I don't have to totally... Okay, well, that could be a lot worse then. Although... What is with this scale? Oh, I know what's going on. Where'd you go? You're over here. Oh my god, dude. Okay, you're over here. Now you're over here. Now you're like this. And now you fill screen. And there we go. Alright. And we're gonna do a healthy fast forwarding. And here we go. Attempt 5. The somber sounds of the Rurouni Kenshin soundtrack reflecting my move, but also my resolve. Do 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 do. All right. I need to help me remember to save at starter selection, because this is ridiculous. Oh, starter selection's right at the beginning of the game. Oh, whatever. I am sticking with Tepig. Yeah. Wow. I'm realizing Elisa's gym has full coverage into your starters. Flame Charge, Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace, Aerial Ace. No super effective boost from Zepstrika, but yeah, obviously Water Electric. That's wild. They really want you to flesh that team of yours out and learn how to use your different resources. This game is like, what I think is so good about Pokemon Black and White is people get caught up on the like Pokedex of it all, right? Like, and you know, the hard reset, the fact that this is the first and I think only game since the first generation of Pokemon where you are only able to catch Pokemon from that generation in the game. Obviously, Gen 2, full of Gen 1 Pokemon. Gen 3, there's still Magikarp floating around, and you know, a smattering of other stuff. Zubats, I'm pretty sure, are around. Abras, I know you can catch in that one cave. So there's, like, you know, plenty of Gen 1, probably some Gen 2s floating around. I know Gen 4 has plenty of, you know, like Munchlax evolves into Snorlax. There's plenty of stuff that is explicitly in there because they have new evolutions or pre-evolutions or whatever. So it's very, very much deeply connected to the other generations. Gen 5 here, you can't catch anything until a post-game that isn't from Gen 5. And so that took a lot of confidence. A lot of people didn't like it. I love the Gen 5 Pokedex. I think it's a really cool thing they did, right? But I think what gets lost in that shuffle is that Gen 1 was kind of really easy. Like, really, really easy. Especially the Fire Red, Leaf Green. Like, at that point, it's even kind of more straightforward. There's a little more hiccups and, like, weird stuff in the literal first-generation games. But, you know, it's really straightforward. There's kind of, like, a difficulty setting in the starter selection. I think Bulbasaur is easy mode. I think Squirtle is like medium. And then I think that Charmander is like hard mode a little bit. You know, my thinking being like Bulbasaur super effective into the first 2 gyms, as well as resisting the 3rd gym, and being like an even matchup into Erica. A somewhat even matchup into Koga, like defensively, like it's not taking super effective damage from poison. It's weakened to Sabrina, it's weakened to Blaine, but you're in the late game by the time you're getting there, and then it again is super effective into Giovanni. So it's like good into most of the gyms. The Elite Four, you know, it's a little more of a toss-up. Obviously the ice Pokemon are a problem, but like Bruno, you resist Bruno pretty easy. It's not the best for the Elite Four of the 3, but I think overall it's kind of like easy mode, and I don't know. I think that Gen 1 doesn't really challenge you. Like, truly, it doesn't really challenge you. Pokemon Black Cheat Rare Candy. Yes, that's what I want. That's the one I want. Rare candy, rare candy, rare candy. rare candy. But I think what gets not talked about enough is that Gen 5 was like, no, you're going to learn how to play. We're teaching you how to play Pokemon. Whether you like it or not. Type matchups. The first gym is not a water gym or a blah gym. It's a whatever you're bad against gym. So, sack up. Take this monkey we're giving you. Or, you know, face the consequences a little bit. It's like, you know, get good. Is kind of the takeaway. And so, you know, the second gym, it's like, we're a normal gym. And yeah, you can go get a fighting type Pokemon. But you got to face a guy that knows Hypnosis and can hit a base 140 power move at you once you knock out its first guy, who's going to lower your attack anyway. Like, they really want you to get good at Pokemon. They want you to think hard about it. And then Elisa, they're like, oh yeah, they're all electric types, but 2 of them can't be hit by ground moves. Figure it out. Flower number 5. Welcome to the Resistance. Have a good nature. Come on. And yeah, the Gym 3, Berg is easy. Berg's easy. You made his ace 4 times weak to flying and fighting, or fire type moves, you know, I mean, like, that's... You set yourself up for failure there. But Gym 4, I mean, this electric gym is no joke. And then, what's his name? Cliff, the ground gym leader? Clay. That makes sense. Clay. I'm scared as shit of Clay. I'm so scared of Clay. Like, I think we'll be okay. I think it'll be fine. But this Excadrill is going to mess us up. I mean, there's no way it doesn't. I don't think they have, like, Sandstorm set up, so we can be grateful for that at least, but... Woof. Alright. Time to go catch a Patrat or Lillipup. God, if it's a Purloin, do I even go? I don't think I go for it if it's a Purloin. I legit think I say no. But we'll find out. Oh, I wanted to check our nature and stuff. Look, we took our first steps together into our new journey. We're the best of friends. Patrat. Well, I'm happy that I mean, whatever technical difficulties I've had, the OBS seems to be running smoothly now. Sorry again for earlier audio issues. Oh my goodness, lots of dialogue. Alright. Show me what you got, Flower. Okay, I mean, down defense I don't love, but up speed's great. I'm happy with that. We're gonna catch pretty much whatever this is. Lillipup. Okay, we start with Lillipup. You want it to have Vital Spirit, is what you want for Intimidate. Oh, come on. I didn't think about this. I'm not gonna be able to damage this guy. Oh my god. I cannot afford to miss an encounter. That sucks. Oh my god. I swear to God. Just get in the ball. That's a 10-5. Oh my god. I can't... I can't believe that just happened. That is so fucking annoying. What? Now we're already fighting again? Hey, you know, every once in a while, we do a thing in this world called a mulligan. So believe it or not, I'm gonna go catch a different Pokemon. Sorry, not all that sorry. We're just gonna count that as a little user error glitch to prevent me from going through all that dialogue immediately a second time. We're just gonna buy a shit ton of Pokeballs and say sayonara or whatever. I don't know. But we're gonna go back and catch whatever it is. If it's not a Lillipup, we'll still catch it. I won't like troll around for a Lillipup. But oh my god, already with this? Okay, it's a Lillipup. Maybe this thing can withstand an Ember? Okay, great. Last one probably could have too. If you want to invalidate this run over me, I don't know, doing one little glitch clause, that's up to you. But here we go. We got Lillipup. I'm going to stick with the same names for now. We're going to go, or do I want to be able to sack Pansage? I think having one of our Intimidate pivots, like probably our, well, if we get lucky, we don't know that this thing is going to have Intimidate. I think having it be sackable is likely a good plan. But Vanilla, welcome to the Resistance. Alright, let's get you up a few levels here. Probably keep you closer to like 11. Alright, show me Vital Spirit. Come on. Adamant Vital Spirit. Quirky, that's neutral. We like that. Pick up. That is really too bad. That is really too bad. But that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Alright. Watch this Team Plasma stuff. Team Plasma looks so cool. Is Unova supposed to be based on America? Is that right? Because then the like king language and the knights are kind of throwing me off there, but I don't know. I think it's supposed to be at least loosely based off America. That, I mean, it makes sense narratively that they're like, you know, do as I say, not as I do. They're like, if N is America, then N is like, ooh, thank you. Tuna. If N is America, then Pokemon are nuclear weapons. And I don't know about you, but I can't think of any reason that Japan or Japanese artists would want to talk about America using nuclear weapons. Not sure why they do that. Or that they ever have done that. But if they did, N might be a good example. Sorry, I'm eating with my mouth full. What am I doing? I don't want to fight this thing. Show me a pat rat. Thank you. Pat rat. May I suggest getting in the fucking ball? Thank you! Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my naming scheme for now. Because I think it bore the kind of good early game results I was looking for. And I do think that it's nice to be able to, I don't know, lose Watchog and not lose the run. I imagine that will happen again. Lemon, lax. I don't... Okay. Could be better, could be worse.
You want more?
Yeah.
And this whole thing's yours if you want it.
Oh, shit. Why?
Because there were 3. And I got half for the one you're eating.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Oh my god. Are you really doing this again? Gotta switch to set mode.
Garlic butter? Give me your plate.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was just gonna...
That's awesome.
There's already some in the rice.
Thank you. Looks all nice and brown. Alright, sorry everybody. Set mode, fast, confirm. It's time for our pan sage. No delaying, no second guessing it. We're walking out of here with a pan sage. I need to buy a bunch of potions. Okay. We'll switch out on this. All right. Sensibilities. The rice is delicious. The tuna is really, really good. All right. Lillipup v. Lillipup. Youngster Joey. There's one born every day. Kangaroo, that is. Pansage, what do we call you? You know, it doesn't really matter too much. I think it might have been... wasn't Grand Sugar. It was corn syrup. Yeah, because you're corny. Your haircut's corny. My favorite monkey... of the elemental monkeys, that is probably... I think I like Pansage the most of the pans, and I think I like Simi-Poor the most of the Simis. All right, corn syrup, but you know, that's just how I feel today. You never know how you're really gonna feel about the elemental monkeys. Heal my Pokemon, please. Do as I want, not as I tell you. Cool. And then potion, let's buy a bunch of those. And let's go fight Sharon. We'll lead corn syrup. He's always leading with his starter. I think they want to throw you off. They really want to teach you your lesson. Like they're like, look, dude, like you can't just lead with your starter all over the place because Sharon's gonna come in here and lead with his Oshawott. You gotta have a strategy. You gotta have a monkey. Go get a monkey. And you only get the monkey if you're curious enough to talk to people. And if you're, you know, using the developers' gifts that they've given you. Okay, we can, I think, handle that. There we go. Vanilla, look at you. Orange berries. I'm learning a lesson. Damn, down attack. That is too bad. That is too bad. These are not the best spreads. I think we had better spreads last time. But who knows, maybe the IVs are better. I haven't been plugging the IVs into calculators and checking, so maybe the natures are bad, but the stats overall are better. Clyde, thanks for the water. We always appreciate you. So far, so good. Oh, damn. Probably should have switched out. Okay, that's fine. We'll switch out now. Vanilla versus Vaniville. Vanilla versus Vaniville? Is that what I just said? Jesus. The brain is really not meant to multitask. Did you know that? There's science on that. You're supposed to focus on one thing at a time. How am I supposed to focus on one thing at a time when I've got to make sure OBS is working and I got to beat up Lillipups? It just doesn't make a lot of sense. You know, when you put it up to scrutiny, I got to multitask, you know. corn syrup, why you gotta be minus attack? That's really annoying. The last corn syrup was jolly. Up speed minus special attack. That was cool. What you're doing, I don't really get it. Doesn't really work for me. Potion, I've got a bunch of those. Yeah, boom, boom. Alright, next. Fucker. Now, you may be asking yourself, why am I going for Fury Swipes instead of Stab Vine Whips? And it's because it's in the first slot, and I wasn't paying attention. Can you believe that? Vine Whips, I mean, I know we got growled and stuff, but the HP is what it is. I'd rather just like, ooh, switch. I was gonna say something else. Bide, nice. We take this. Boom. Good work, gang. Okay, cool. So then I don't even think we need to go to the Poké Center. I think we just bring everyone to the level cap. Put flour in the front. Switch corn syrup in on the back. Let's go. They even give you a chance. They're like, you're gonna fight a water trainer. And then you're like, oh damn, okay. What am I gonna do? You can leave and you can come back and you go, okay, now that I know that it's a water trainer, I went searching for a solution and I found a green monkey. No playing around. We're just gonna go straight into it. I mean, it's the 1-2 punch. It's the classic special starter monkey switch up. You can work up all you want. I don't think they're even in healing range. I think this is gonna work out. Nice. The minus attack nature might have low-key been good for us. Tight. All right, that's badge 1, attempt 5. We gotta watch. Every time I lose, I gotta watch this Muna get kicked by these plasma grunts. It's brutal. It breaks my heart. I gotta stop losing this game. I'm getting too good. I'm getting too familiar with the early game. That's how I know a challenge is hard, is when I'm like, well, yes, I know exactly what the beginning of this game is like. Yeah, and they don't even like heal us up. Whatever. We got a shit ton of potions. I don't need the Poké Center. I don't need free healthcare. I'm an American. I thought this was neat. I found this out recently. America is the only country participating in the World Cup that does not have universal healthcare. Look at that. Look at us go. Making cut even a little inaccurate is such a fucking middle finger. That is one of the cruelest things Game Freak literally could have ever done. It's literally like it's tackle but 5% less accurate. Fuck you. What are you talking about? And I think that's just a Gen 5 thing. I don't think it was inaccurate before Gen 5. And they didn't give it some cool secondary effect like, oh, it's actually higher crit rate or like super effective against blah. It's just like, hey, it's tackle but bad, worse, even worse. All right, Team Plasma, get ready. Get ready for the reckoning. It's time. You're getting tackled. Oh, did you bide? Are you biting? Well, then I'll just stop tackling you. Ooh, scary. Nice. Let's make bide fail. And hit a tackle on a -2. Boom. And that's how you tell Pat Rat to go fuck it's. Oh, we're back to backing. Gulp. Now, why lemon? What was my thought process on lemon? Well, my thought process was cut. It can miss. And that just sounded like fun. That just sounded like a fun time. Ooh, we get the crit. Look at you, lemon. Good stuff. Flame charge. A real move. Finally, some real fucking moves. Gordon Ramsay meme. All right, let's get the show on the road, guys. Your bosses are mad. You fucked up. Muna's cool. Musharna's here. Char. Fennel's like, hey, I'm Fennel. I'm talking to you now, but make sure to come talk to me again. Right after the, immediately after this, come talk to me, even though I'm right here, and we could just do this here. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. We gotta start making more rice. That rice is really good. I'm good on the cucumber. Thank you. Alright. Do we have another goddamn rival fight? I think we might. Ugh. These rivals. Route 3. We gotta fight these twins. And it's not rival fight, it's more grunt fights. I need to buy repels. That's what needs to happen. You always double up into one side and then go after the other. You always make it 2 against 1. That's just the way you play double battles in a vanilla game. It's not always that simple in Pokemon Champions or whatever else when you're playing against real people. That's one thing. But when you're playing against a computer, you pick one side and you say, fuck you to that side. Thank you. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we got that done. I didn't even heal. Because I'm just so confident in what I'm doing. Now it's time to go fight some Team Plasma people. Whoa! Charon! Of course. No, we gotta fight Charon first. Wouldn't be Pokemon Black if you didn't have to fight Charon every time you go forward. Well, free switch, so that's cool. You can focus all you want. Focus on this Vine Whip. Oranberry puts you out of healing range, if you even have heals. Perfect 3-shot. And then, yeah, why not just stay in? Hit a couple Vine Whips. Sad story is being told right now. This story is sad and of its time. Now, why did I hit Lear? It's that big brain 5D chess shit I'm on. Jesus. All this running and stealing and blah, 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 blah. Story, story, story. Guess what? I'm only interested in the story that I haven't watched yet. It's so funny that he's like, fight me. No, I'm not going to heal you. Like, future games are like, every time you fight anyone, they're like, let me heal your Pokemon. We wouldn't want you to have to go to a Poke Center. Bide that. Bide my ass. Why do you have why do you have 3 Pokemon? Leave me alone. Like, for real. What's wrong with you? Alright. Let's hit this repel. Okay, it still lingers. Because this is where we're picking up Drillbur. Oh, fuck off. Okay, clear a target, at least. Good stuff. Good stuff, gang. And one more. Alright. It's Drillbur time, baby. Oop. Drillbur or gem? Ground gem. Hey. Ground gem for Elisa is excellent, actually. Popping off a ground gem dig onto Substrika. That bodes well. I like that idea. Wait, does that like supersede our Dust Cloud? I think it might. No reason not to just exit and enter. Okay, still lingers. Come on. You know what I want. Let's go. Bug gem. That won't come up for a while, but it would be good to have. I feel like that would be a really good thing to have for the Elite Four. We got a Dark type and a Psychic type user. Come on. Would love to pick up an Escavalier. Carablast. But I don't know that I'd be able to use it. Because I think you got to trade Carablast and a Selgor. You got to trade... Not Carablast and a Selgor, but oh god damn it. It's out of reach down there. You gotta trade Carablast and Shelmet to get a Escavalier and a Selgor. A Selgor. So yeah, that's really too bad. Ooh, Drillbur! Let's go. Tackle. You should be able to live. Yeah, I was gonna say. 1 or 2 tackles even. But let's start throwing balls now. Okay. Fuck you. Get in the ball, bro. Oh, dude. We really are sticking with the same names. Granulated sugar. The Drillbur. Good nature, good nature. Down speed again. What is with it? Up defense is promising. That's something. But down speed, I mean, come on. Metal Claw is a for sure thing. Should I have saved Mud Sport? Should I consider using Mud Sport? I'm gonna... I feel like I might want to stick with Bite. No, cut it is. The crunch it is. Leech Seed is a hell yes. Takedown is an unfortunate reality of our situation. That we don't have a better option. Oh, let's go! We got Sand Rush Herdier now. Isn't that exciting? Let me just double check. Maybe I'm being dumb. Yeah, Sand Rush. Really annoying. That one's on me. That one's on me, school kid. I should have avoided you. Alright. Let's get a repel going. Sharon can teach us about the big, tall, scary grass. And, of course, last grass. The last grass dash, we like to call it. When a Pokemon encounters you on the very last blade of grass. Okay. It keeps asking if it's my birthday. What is with this? I think... What?
I gotta do car stuff. I gotta talk to Scary.
Oh, okay. We're fighting N. Pidove. This end fight is really not threatening. It's not until he gets that Sigilyph that I'm scared of him at all. Alright. Temple, we got a green monkey for just this situation. And let's go. I think the level cap's 20, so I think we're like, if it's a 18 at the very least. It's 20, so yeah, we're doing fine. Bide is not something I wanted to see. Okay, so we did very little damage. And Vanilla probably has the best defense. So this shouldn't be that big of a hit. Yeah. Leech Seed. Tackle. Ooh, I did not like that. That low kick kind of hit. Ooh. I love evolving on a rival fight or like a boss fight. Go get Zekrom and his weird ponytail thing. Zekrom's got a weird head. We all know it. We don't talk about it. But everyone knows Zekrom has kind of a weird fucking head. And he's the lesser of the two dragons. It is what it is. You know? This is objective fact. There's not really a discussion to be had. Zekrom's got a weird fucking head. Pokemon card collectors are weird. Reshiram is the cooler card in most any situation. I do think the black ink on the black card thing that they do is a little more impressive when they do those monochrome cards than it is to do an all-white card. But I much rather... I wanted that Reshiram really bad. I opened way more White Flare than I did Black Bolt. I didn't get to open nearly enough of either for how much I like Unova. Yeah, it goes 1 bookshelf, 2 bookshelf, 3 bookshelf. We fight this scientist lady. They don't have Intimidate. Okay, that's nice. They use X Defend. It's basically like they do have Intimidate, asshole. Nice. Flowers the goat. Oh yeah, I gotta read the book. Read the book. Then we go down here, we read this book, and then we talk to this lass, I believe she's a lass, school kid, gender aspecific school kid, Lydia, thrusting it up, thrusty, dust to dusty. Oh my god, they're making us beat up so many dogs. Oh, just like... That's 9 hits. 9 arm thrusts. I want my arm thrusts to be PP'd properly, so we will do a full Poké Center heal. Lenora is not a fucking joke. This is a fight you gotta have your head on. You gotta have your head on straight for. This is a fight you've got to have your head on straight for. You need to put a Chesto Berry, your handy little Chesto Berry, on the Pokemon that you want to fight. Watchog. You want to get around these retaliates. We're gonna have to get to the level cap. That's what we gotta do. We gotta level cap and see who has the best defense. Because it's going to be somebody's job to try to possibly tank a souped up retaliate. And that is just no small thing. That can mess you the fuck up. We'll take Hypnosmiss, as I like to call it. It's hard to say, but it's what I like to say. Lemon! Evolving just in time. to hit him back with a taste of their own medicine. I do believe I'm going to take Confuse Ray over Hypnosis. I just said Hypnosis. You guys heard me. You were all there. Corn Syrup Bite. Yeah, of course, Overlick. And Grand Sugar should learn Dig by the level cap. There we go. Get Fury Swipes out of here. Now let's check out everyone's defenses. 27 bad, 34, 40. Well, I think 40's the ticket. That's who's coming in on a Retaliate. That's who we switch in on their Watchog. So I think in that instance, I want to set them up with a Chesto. I think I'm going to Oran Berry everybody else. So I think we'll lead Corn Syrup, we'll set up a Leech Seed, we'll switch in Flower, we'll hit our Arm Thrust, we'll switch to Lemon, take the Retaliate or not. If we take the Retaliate, we'll switch right back to Flower and start hitting Arm Thrust. If we don't take the Retaliate, like if it doesn't hurt too bad, we'll stay in and we'll try to chip away, or if they don't even go for the Retaliate. But I think we got a good plan. We know what Lenora does. And the last time we did this fight, the AI was totally on our side. I mean, they kind of threw. I'm being so for real. So we'll stay in for one turn here. Hit this Leech Seed. No reason not to go for it. Oh, yay. And we get to switch for free on the Leer. So we'll switch in Flower. We dodge that Intimidate. Ate it right up. One more Leer. Not worried about it. An Arm Thrust should do it. Oh, that is really too bad. Ooh, that takedown hurt way more than I'd like. But there we go. Okay, so hopefully we're low enough that we're actually not even baiting Retaliate. But even if we are, I think we should be able to absorb it. Ooh, okay, we live it. But we do have to switch now. I'd say if we can get a Leech Seed in on this guy, that would really be the ticket, huh? Oh, wow. Well, don't crit. That's what happens. Well, we're back to starter selection next Tuesday. Attempt 6. That's how the cookie crumbles. We got some really crummy natures on this attempt, so I think that I'm honestly looking forward to starting a new attempt. But, you know, it's getting late. I got work in the morning. Thanks for hanging out, everybody that hung out through the technical difficulties and everything. We'll start this thing fresh next Tuesday. And I think we'll definitely... I'll make sure that all the technical stuff is worked out before the stream. I'll restart the computer. I'll do everything I did this time to make it work this whole time. That way we won't have to deal with any of the technical difficulty stuff. And we can just get right into playing the game and hopefully getting a little further than Gym 3 even. I'll try to make it a nice long thing. I'll try to get back to Nimbasa City. I'll try to get back to Elisa, at least by the end of the thing. So, thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Because if you're watching the stream right now and you're not subscribed, you must just kind of hate me, I would assume. But if I'm not enough of a reason, maybe self-interest is. Once we hit 500 subscribers, which we're getting closer and closer to all the time, we're giving away some prizes. One person is getting a full art set of boosters for Chaos Rising. One person is getting this Slocking tin, which I believe has 2 Destined Rivals and a Journey Together, as well as the whole Slocking line as Cosmos Hollow promos. And one lucky subscriber is getting the Shrouded Fable ETB. Now you're going to rip it. Don't look up the sealed price. You're not getting the sealed price for this because there's a little tear in here in the plastic. It's a little scratch right there, and there's, yeah, straight up a little flap here. I didn't do that on purpose, but you're getting it for free. So I wasn't like anti-scalping you. It's just how the cards fell. But
Isn't that fun? You don't even have to think about it. You don't even have to think like, oh, maybe I should keep it sealed, because it's not sealed. It's ripped a little right there. Just open it. Open the cards. Maybe you'll get the Mighty Anna or the Fracture. You know? And wouldn't that be neat? Wouldn't that be neat? So yeah, when we hit 500 subscribers, we'll be giving those away, and that's coming up. I have gained 250 subscribers in the last month. Ever since Coop posted the reel of me visiting his stand, a lot of people joined, and I just can't thank you all enough. And I can't thank you all enough for hanging out on the stream. Next Tuesday, we'll be back at it, and I'm planning, starting July 3rd, we're going to be doing, I'm excited to announce, and I'll even schedule this right after I end this, we're starting First Friday streams. First Friday extra large streams. And so that's going to be for some of the harder challenges. For this one, I'm going to do Pokemon Null. I'm gonna download the new updated version, the new patch with kind of some bug fixes and that kind of thing. And we're going to start doing a calc heavy long morning stream First Fridays. So I'm looking forward to that. And then you can see me every Tuesday night. We'll be back next week to try to make some fucking cookies. I want to make some cookies. Stop killing me, Lenora and others. Whatever. All right. Goodbye for real.